What's up, everybody? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered, the mini series, Organized Chaos. This is episode 2, and it's me, your host, Henry, and I'm here with the lovely, the number one,
Shireal.
Shireal. So, all right, we talked last episode about. I was waiting for you to come in and.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was
Oh,
a
I'm sorry.
seesaw thing happening here.
We play off each other.
Yeah, but I mean, I had no. You just go.
You right.
Just
You
go.
right. We were talking about organized chaos last episode, going through things and just trying to really hold the family together, but also allowing God to shift our focus into something else and throw ourselves into a new project that he had for us, and how we got healing from that, from going through the previous miscarriage that happened this year. um so this episode
Why are you laughing?
because it's funny, because when we were talking about it, you were like, "Oh yeah, keep that, write that down, cause I definitely want to talk about that." I was like, "All right, bet." So this episode for the mini series is called "Loving You All Year Long."
Jeez. Loving you all year long.
What's on your heart? Cause you sound like you got a lot to say.
It's a lot to love somebody all year long.
It's a lot to love somebody all day long. Like,
Right. So all year, right? So, and okay, that sounds like what?
let me come to the front of the class, cause
No, but like think about it, right? So first of all, let's take this down to like the smallest version of who you should be loving all year long, yourself, right? Do you even love yourself all year long? I'm just going to speak for me, no. There are days where I'm like, "Oh, what is this? Who is this? Why is this?" Like about myself. So when you got to now do that for somebody else, like you gotta love somebody else. It's different, and I'm gonna please don't take children into account. Actually, you kind of can because them kids could be crazy sometimes. But like, let's take the children out of it. We're talking about a relationship, right? Like, so your most important relationship besides your relationship with God should be your relationship with yourself, right? And as a woman, I don't every day I don't love myself. I have to like train myself on how to even speak about myself. Some you called me earlier today when I was like you were like, "Oh, you look down." And I was like, "Cuz I'm not going to say the word." You was like, "No, babe, you shouldn't say that. You're growing and da da da."
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what? Why am I trying to be like secretive? So I said I'm fat. I was like, Henry, I'm just fat. I'm sick of looking like this. I'm sick of like not being disciplined or whatever I said. But pretty much it was like I'm fat. And then Henry, being Henry, was like, oh, you're beautiful, and all that's great. But if I don't feel that way, it doesn't really matter what anybody else says. So I'm saying all this to say if you can't go a whole like year and like really love yourself, it's hard to be in a marriage and every day love that person on that
But you
same
know what?
level.
That takes time. That takes like real discipline to love yourself when you don't feel your best,
God.
right?
Mhm.
Because marriage, the scripture says like you don't belong to you and I don't belong to me. Like I belong to you and you belong to me in a sense.
Mhm.
Did I
I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't know if you
Yeah,
said it
like
right.
we're not our own.
Mhm.
I'm your husband. So my body belongs to you and you're not. Anyway, y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm getting
Yeah, I'm
fumbling
like,
because I'm
"Whoa,
trying to get to
brother."
my point. No, so like when you say stuff like that about yourself, I'm like, no, because that we are one. So if
Mm,
you say it about you, it's not only saying about me, but it's I'm taking on those feelings also. You
mm.
know what I'm saying? If I'm like, I don't like this or I feel fat, you might start to feel that way. Because we're one, we're connected. So everything we think the same, not the same, we think as one. We
Okay.
move as one.
Mhm.
Like, so whatever I do affects you and whatever you do affects me.
Mhm.
That's why I could walk in the room today and be like, what's up? What's wrong? You look depressed. And then boom, you say what you say. And I'm like, no, we can't be like that. We
Right.
one. So it's my job to encourage you to get you to be to where you want or where you need to be and vice versa.
Mhm.
But I get it. It's hard. I know how you feel.
It's so hard. It's so hard.
But please don't stop loving me all year. That's all I ask.
But it's like but that's the point I'm trying to make, like, it's hard to even love yourself all year. Um, but it's almost like with when you have a spouse, right? If you have the right spouse, um, that's what they're there for, to help you love yourself. Like the situation we just talked about, like,
Mhm.
for you to stop me and be like, "No, Sherelle, like, don't even talk about yourself like that, like, you're beautiful to me," like, that's helping me to, like, "Okay, get yourself together, girl. Let's focus on how to fix it instead of focusing on what the current situation is," right? So I think that's a great point, like, of loving each other all year long, right? So maybe it's not necessarily like, yeah, we have bad days, right? Like, if y'all watch our podcast, y'all have seen our bad days.
Why you got to like be so emphasizing on it? Like you really have bad.
Because
Like
it is what it is.
I
Like,
just
and
don't like the way you put that out there. Nah,
like
this
Henry thinks this should be like woman in the kitchen, like have dinner
barefoot and
ready.
pregnant or
Yeah,
something
like
like
that's
that.
his idea of the marriage, which I don't know how he married me.
I
Um,
That's not my idea of that marriage. I wouldn't mind it. Like
We
in the
all know
kitchen.
that's your idea of marriage.
That's
You've
not my
made it very
idea
clear.
of
You've said it
marriage.
over and over throughout the
I'm just
year,
saying
and those were some
I
of our
think
deep
every
conversations
man
that
would not mind certain things like that.
okay,
That's all I
every
said.
woman wouldn't mind certain things that I won't mention,
Of
but
course, but
so,
that's just
maybe
something
if
minimal.
certain no, that's not. Okay, we're going off track. See how fast we just
We're not going off
and then you
track.
talk about loving you every day.
I'm not that hard to deal with.
Where were we? So, anyways, so every marriage, right, has their good days and bad days, but I think like the key to loving each other every day is really like, okay, so yeah, we had a bad day, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
wake up tomorrow and we gonna give it another shot. Like
Okay, hold
every
on.
day.
I love that point. I agree with that. That doesn't always happen.
No, it doesn't. I'll
Not
wake up in
only
2 weeks.
yeah, not only in like what? You slipped that in there.
That's it.
Not only in like this marriage, I think in every marriage, like I'm gonna say something. The Bible says, "Let not the your anger, let not the sun go down upon your wrath."
Oh,
Right?
sorry, Lord.
And I remember when
My wrath done seen
I,
plenty of
oh my
sunsets.
gosh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
our pastor back home when he was giving us counseling lessons, and I can't remember if it was in the lesson, the session he or during preaching. He said, "You're gonna go to bed angry at each other. Like, so don't think it's not gonna happen because it will." And I was like, "You said it has. All right, thank you, Shireal."
I literally come on, everybody
And
knows that.
I'm just
Calm
saying, yeah.
down.
No, it has happened. I have with everybody. But it's you gotta like try your best not to. Cause when that thing lingers, that thing is a seed. And that seed grows. And then when it gets roots, forget about it. You gotta do some real lawn work, some real work,
That's
digging it
a
up and try to
real statement right there.
cause then if it become a tree, it's a wrap.
You ever seen the weeds turn into trees? Like I've literally seen that, like a weed where it's like should not be in your lawn turn into a tree.
Hmm.
Just saying. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, low key.
Anyway,
I get it.
so
I'm just saying,
yes,
like, don't
absolutely. And remember, we actually a couple years ago we had a conversation on the podcast, and it was like silence is the killer of marriage or something like that. And it was literally after
silence kills marriages.
silence kills marriages. And so it was literally after Henry and I had gotten into a very big miscommunication. I'm a I'm being nice
We
right now.
got into a big fight,
Okay.
not physical, but a
A
very,
very
very
big
big fight
verbal
argument.
fight.
I can't remember what it was. She probably
I
remember.
remember it.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
remember every single detail
She
of
would,
it.
right? It's Detective Lewis over there.
Anyways, so I'm not gonna get into all of it. Y'all could go back and watch, but we had gotten a really, really, really big fight, verbal
Mhm.
fight. And it was bad. It was so bad. And I was so upset. I literally could not speak. I literally just couldn't even speak to him. Like I just was so upset and I was upset, I was hurt, I felt misunderstood, like all the emotions, right? And it had to be like 4 or 5 days that went by where we did not say a word to each other. We may have said little like things about the kids like make day lunch, like dinner time,
Mhm.
but we didn't
Yeah, it
talk.
was crazy.
It was like
Was
sheet
did
of tension in the
did
house.
we make the topic first and
No,
then went through it,
mm-mm,
or
mm-mm.
went through it and then
We went through it and so because remember, the only thing that got us to talk is we had to record the podcast. This podcast has saved us many a day, let me just say. But we had to record.
I
And
might I might have to disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think that we would have a topic, and then we end up we would go through something pertaining to the topic, and we'd be like, "Dang,"
no,
because
you're right.
we used to hate it because we was like, "God, why you gotta use us, our marriage, for these topics?" Because it wasn't just talking about something; it was like living out the frustration and the pain and the experience throughout the episodes. And so, what you got was real emotion about how we got through it, how we were still in it, or just coming out of it. And it was
Mhm.
like,
You're
I was
right.
like, I don't like this podcast,
That
but
has happened many times, but in this particular instance, it was
okay.
not. And I think what you're referring to is we had done a reel that like silence kills marriages, and we were like sitting on 2 sides of the couch, and and then that happened, but the topic hadn't been it wasn't like we intentionally made that topic. Like, so, I don't know if
Woo,
that's what you're talking about. Like,
it had to
we
be,
had done a
cause
reel, like, that week, and it was like Silence Kills Marriages. We get in this big fight, we don't talk for, like, the rest of the week, and then we gotta do the podcast. So, when we had to do the podcast, we had nothing to talk about except, "We need to address this right here, or we're not talking about anything." So we ended up doing the episode around the big fight. So you could probably go back and find it. I could probably tell you word
uh,
for word right now, but I won't
you
do
ain't
that.
got to go back and find it.
Go back and find it.
Just move on.
Either
Nah, I'm
way. So
messing with
we had to talk through it, and this platform really saved us from who knows how long we would have not spoke, but
you.
we
Yeah,
were able to like hear each other out, talk it all out, get our emotions out, and literally thank the Lord get through it. But
that's a hard thing to do. Talk through your emotions, especially at a heightened level when you're
mhm,
angry and you like we talked about last episode, when you don't want to let stuff go, like talking about it, but you don't want to let it go, but you know you have to in order to survive. That's that shows maturity.
growth,
Yeah.
love in each other, all the things. Like it
And sometimes
it's
I
a
don't
lot.
want to be mature. I want to be petty.
Yeah, he does that quite a bit.
I believe you have that in
No,
you
you don't
too.
need to talk you own your stuff. You ain't gotta put it over here. Own your stuff.
I own my
Own it
stuff.
on your own. Own it on your own. You ain't gotta bring me into your revelation about this.
Oh gosh, I'm about to make that a shirt. Own it on your own.
Yeah, own it on your own. Don't and I believe you. Well, I can admit I don't need you to
So
help me with
anyway,
that.
yeah, like you, I think we got to the point I was telling. I was like, yeah, I'm sick of saying I'm sorry. Like I'm sick of being sorry
Do better.
for keep your commentary over there. I'm not done.
I'm just
Yeah, keep it over there right now. I'm cooking. Like I was like I said, I was sick of saying I'm sorry. I'm sick of being in apologetic mood or giving gifts, trying to fix up. Like sometimes you love the makeup part of a relationship, but you love like that right before the makeup. Like I was sick of doing that, and I was like, we got to change. We got to do something better. Like what do I have to do, Shireal?
do better.
And then Shireal, like she flipped through all them episodes. She had a list. I'm like, all right. Anything else?
Do
Any
better.
anything else?
Know me. Okay, this is see, this is all the
This is
this is
not,
why we do the interview mini series, just to kind of refresh your memory of the things. Know me, do better,
but this was
get yourself
like what we're
together.
talking about in the past. So we've
Oh,
already reached another level. We're fine.
okay. I thought we were
Okay.
talking about right
See how
now.
she wanted to stay right there? She wanted to
But no, okay, whatever. So,
go
moral of
ahead.
the story is once you decided we're going to see this thing through, right? Divorce is not an option, another one of the topics we've had.
That was a good one too.
Then you just have to love me every day, even in the worst moments, even when we not speaking, like and so let's like we have a few minutes. So I just want to dig into what love is a little bit because I know people are like, how you love him, you're not talking to him. Sometimes love is not talking to you. Sometimes love is not saying what's on my mind about you in this moment because I respect you and I want to continue our love, right? Like if God wanted us to be divorced, he would make us mind readers. We don't need to know what's on each other's mind every second.
Can I say something to that?
Yeah.
I agree with you with that. Love is sometimes not saying what I want to say to you or saying what's on my mind,
Mhm.
but not saying it like I would say something to you, but I don't want to because I love. Like I don't feel like that's love.
What?
For some, if somebody say I would say something to you now that could really hurt you, but I don't want to do it because I love you. That's hard for me.
Why
If
is it not love?
let me not say it's not love. That's hard to look at it as like a love because I could be like, I could say it to myself, but if I tell you that verbatim, like, yo, I would say something to you right now, but I'm not.
I said that to you before.
Yeah, you said that to me. I
But
no, what I'm saying is that's even hard to say. Like, is that love or is that like a
I'm telling you it's
manipulate?
love.
Mani-
No, I'm gonna answer your question. It is love. From my perspective as a woman, and if we could bring and since we recapping this year, we could bring back something that happened to both of us this year. That whole if you go back to those episodes about um when joking goes too far, we had a rough patch those couple weeks after those episodes.
mm,
And and I said to you after that, I'm like, "You get to joke and say whatever, but it's certain things I know we shouldn't even joke about because 'cause that'll hurt your feelings." So I said that was me saying, like, I could say things in a as a joke, but like, when you are married to someone, your level of respect is like it needs to be on a different plane
okay,
because if
no,
I
I got you.
even joke and say something that I know is gonna cut you,
Hmm.
then that's when you have to be like, "Is that love?" Like, you really tried to cut me. You knew that was gonna dig deep on me.
No, so I get what you're saying. I guess from my perspective, I'm like, is it love when you have to tell me you're using restraint or you just use restraint? That's what I mean.
Oh, I think it's love either way because I'm telling you, you pushing me. When I if I'm saying I'm telling you I'm using restraint, I'm giving you a warning. So I need you to back off. Like you've pushed me to a place where I have to use restraint. That so at that point, this is like the last straw.
Yeah.
But and I think we all get it. We don't wanna go too far. This is Christmas.
Yeah. No,
We don't wanna get off
I was just
on
saying, like, sometimes people can view it as if you tell me you're using restraint, that's love. If you don't tell me you using restraint, that's love. Like
I think it's
that's what
I think as
perspective I
long as
was
I'm
coming from.
trying very hard, whether however that comes out to not go beyond the point of no return,
Hmm.
that's love. So,
Okay.
but I get what you're saying as well.
Yeah. I
So
wasn't trying to combat. I was just trying to
love each other, y'all, every
that's it.
day. Love each other, even in the tough days. And again, if you follow us or if you go back, you'll know it ain't always easy, but wake up and decide, I'm going to love you anyway. That's episode 2, y'all. So we're going to take a break. We're taking a break, but
And
you ain't going to hear the next episode till next week, but you get what we're
and
saying.
we will be back.
We'll be back. All right.
Peace.